Ho, 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 ho. Oh, man, Christmas is over. What's up everyone, and welcome to another video. This is JDM cars for sale in South Africa. It's kind of like a Christmas, New Year edition type thing. You'll see by the title of the video that I stated this is the best time to buy a JDM car. And I kind of stand by this. Look, quite simply, people spend all their money, they make bad decisions, they do all sorts of stuff during the holiday period that they might regret, and they'll end up selling their cars. So that you find a lot of pride and joy for sale right now on your websites, your local websites, your South African websites like Gumtree and OLX and Junkmail. I have gone through OLX and Gumtree just for now because there's so many. I don't want to go through Junkmail. We're going to run through a quick list of what's for sale right now on the 8th of January 2020. This was supposed to have come out already on the 2nd. I saved all the links. A couple of them were expired. For some reason, there were 4 Mitsubishi EVO 4 and 5s for sale, and they're all gone. All the ads are gone. There's one, but it's a different one. I don't know. People went JDM Mitsubishi EVO hunting. So first things first, right in front of us we've got a car that is the most JDM out of the lot, and questionably the shittiest car out of the lot. Definitely performance wise the shittiest car. It's a 1.8 litre, it's front wheel drive. It's a car that was only sold in Japan. It was exclusive to Japan up until about 2000 or so. These cars, I don't know, it's not something I would probably ever buy. The looks are weird. I feel it's too bloated. I mean, look at the fenders and all that. It's like a try-hard Supra. I'm not, don't take it personal, FTO owners, I'm sorry. I mean, just run through this. It's like the back end of the car reminds me of that one Alpha GT, I don't know, Italian car. The back of it looks like that Alpha. It looks shite. The front looks like a try-hard Supra. The engine is poor. The wheels are poopy. It's 95, it's an automatic. 4G93 engine. Legally imported and registered, very true and very rare and true JDM car. Well, it's very rare here in South Africa. It's not very rare overseas. That being said, I would rate this car, just because of the rarity, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Ooh. We're going to move on to an abundance of Skylines. I found a whole bunch of Nissan Skyline GTRs. We're going to run through them quickly, get them over and done. I'll give them some ratings out of 10. This has featured on the channel before. It's been for sale for a very long time. I'm going to run through it quickly. If you guys are new to this concept of video, then let's just quickly run through it. This is an R34 GTR, twin turbo. This dude's got some Enkai wheels, or Inky, I don't know how you pronounce it. Nismo white face cluster with 320 km speed up per hour thing. That was a big ramble. Nismo S-Tune suspension, LED tail lights. You can see those over there. There's not too much information in terms of mods because this car is not highly modified. There is an engine bay pic somewhere. Just glancing at the interior, if you had to take my interior versus this dude's interior, you would say this car is pretty much stock, or at least a sleeper. He's got stock steering wheel. Everything on this car is stock except for that massive, I don't know what size it is. It's not a 60mm, it's bigger than a 60mm boost gauge. Maybe it is a 60. He's done the Nismo white face clocks. I mean, those are cool. Oh, no engine bay pics, but the car is stock. Hell of an asking price. 495,000 Rand, US dollar figure flashing on the screen. Too lazy to convert it right now. It's a lot for what it is, but wish you all the best. I don't know if you're watching this. I would love to own it, but I have too many broken JDM cars in my life. I'm gonna give you a 6.5 out of 10. Another R33 GTR in white with not so great wheels. And and a very, very stock engine bay. Stock, what do you call this thing? Lost for words here. Airflow box. Thank you to me for realizing what it's called. It's got a BC Racing sticker, so just off the bat, thinking the car has coilovers. Just quickly, diverse. I'm bad with words tonight. I haven't really looked into these as detail, so I searched a week ago for all these cars, and I literally opened them all up, saved the links, and I didn't run through the description at all. So I don't know what's what. So I'm guessing here. This is the first time I'm seeing it, just like you guys. Guessing there's some coilies in it. Car is stock. It does look lower than normal, so I'm pretty sure it does have coilovers. Otherwise, it's got like this Lumix tint on the headlights. Let's see. Neat original interior, nothing broken or damaged. The original GTO mats. BC coilovers, there we go. SA Reg, it's got new rims and tires, as will come off straight away if I own the car. It's got 132,000 kilometers and it has no mods whatsoever. Is there a rear picture? Let's see what the exhaust. Nope, no pic of the exhaust. Anyway, that's that. Still a little bit pricey, but it's right here and it's available. It's already imported and ready to sell. I think you deserve, because of those wheels, a 6.
Oh my goodness.
Moving on, this guy has been on the channel for a while. I think he came up in the last 2 episodes. It's now for sale at some sort of a dealer, ASJ Motors Pty. All the info on the car, all the mods, is all gone off that ad. And it's got less pictures than normal. The pictures are actually less quality. It's the older pictures. It's the same pictures that we've seen before. And big single turbo. He's got that Tamiya plaque. He's got a ARC oil catch can. Big, I think this is a 42mm intercooler radiator, because it's got the stock shroud. I've got the 52mm, which like brings it out to here almost. It's ridiculously stupid. I shouldn't have bought it. Fuel pressure regulator, polished intake plenum. Don't know what turbo that is. I don't remember from the previous ad. I think it's a GTX 3582. I may be wrong. And that's an HKS pod filter. I don't see anything else. Oh, that's clever. There's the mod list. It's been on the channel before, so I'm just gonna skip right through it. If you guys want to pause the video and take a quick look, you're more than welcome, because it doesn't affect me right now. Now, because of the asking price and because of what is next, I'm gonna give this a 7. Ooh. It has a Brid seat. I think that's how you pronounce it. Brid? Takata harnesses, 5-point harness. It's got a fire extinguisher. It's got aftermarket mats. It's got endless brakes, big ass brakes, and it looks like quite an extensive build. It looks like, the motor came out, and this is some other dude's motor. The motor came out and it was fully rebuilt with a lot of money. CP pistons, ACL bearings, ARP head studs, lots of Tamiya goodies, NGK spark plugs. There's the mod list. I'm pretty sure this car's been on the channel. I mean, look at the price here. 96 R33 GTR, 500,000 Rand. The same asking price that white one that was like almost stock, the one with the white dials and all that stuff. Pretty much, I mean, it's 5,000 Rand difference. What's that? $430 US difference. If you're gonna modify a car, I'd rather get this one. Work's done. As long as all the receipts are there and you know, it went to a reputable garage. I dig this car, and I dig the price. So I'm gonna give you a 8. We're gonna go for an 8. Moving on, I think we got 2 Skylines left. Well, we've got 2 R34s left, I'll tell you that much. This red R34 is the only red R34 registered in the country. The car is built in Japan, 650 horsepower, not much in terms of spec, and there's no engine bay picks. But it looks cool. Some crazy ass canards in the front. Actually, I think this is part of the latch-on, it looks like a latch-on lip that goes up, and I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Venom from Spider-Man thing. Venom, Marvel, not Spider-Man. Momo wheel, Momo race wheel, same as what I got in the R32 GTR, except I got the yellow front. It's for sure a GTR, it's got the GTR thing in there. And bread seat, and that's the stock R34 seat. red, I don't know, but it's an R34, and I don't know, because of the ad there's not much details. All I know, it's got 650 horsepower. I'm basing this on the ad as well and the pictures, and if you want a decent rating, you gotta load that shit up for me. I'm gonna give you a 7 out of 10.
Ooh.
It's cool. And then that's not the other R34. The other one, I think it's actually the same owner, so this is being sold by a dude called Empty. If I type in RX7, there's the other one. Okay, so we have ourselves here a V-Spec 2, a 2001 model. It's the only wide-body R34 in the country. This guy likes using the words only registered red, the only wide-body. It's the same guy, Empty. This one has a little bit more details. So it's got an N1 2.8 stroker, full bottom end, blah 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 blah. A Getrach 6-speed gearbox, Osgicken triple plate clutch, Osgicken racing flywheel, Nismo diff, and more. Olin's coilover, Vari 8-point. There's a lot to read through. Pause the video. Expensive. It was tuned nearby to where I live, kind of like an hour and a bit away from me. This, my friends, is very cool, and that is a shitty picture of the car, of the engine bay. Godzilla. Cool. I will give you an 8.5 out of 10. Just because of the extensive mod list that you've taken the time and written out. The price is, well, it's R34 territory, I'm not going to complain. Moving on to a real old piece of Skyline. This is an R31, and the first car I was ever inside in my entire life. My father picked me up in a Nissan Skyline GTX 2.8, much like this one, except it was gold. Picked me up from the hospital when I was born and all that stuff, when I was ready to come home with my mother. And my first ever ride was in the Skyline, because that was his car that he kept for 25 years, passed it on to my brother. My brother subsequently sold the car to buy a family car or something, I don't know, whatever. Sold it for like 25 grand, $1,800, let's say 10, maybe 15 years ago. It's worth a lot more now. Anyway, super bland interior. You got like these little pull switches and stuff for the cold air and the hot air. This one's got a working clock. I mean, that's like big ass steering wheel. If you guys ever played, I mean, some of you guys from the 80s, born in the 80s, late 70s, would have played a game called Stellar 7. This dashboard kind of reminds me of Stellar 7. Cold wheel. I don't. These cars, there's thousands of them on the South African roads. I could never own one. I know overseas everyone's like, oh, R31, oh my god, I don't know. I probably feel the way a Japanese person feels about JDM cars, true JDM cars, like the RX7 and blah blah. Seeing one on the road, they're like, meh. I look at this and I'm like, I gotta give you, just because it is what it is, a 4 out of 10. Meh. This Toyota Celica has a 3SGE much the same as the one in my MR2 SW20, and it's got 6 out of 10 for tires. This guy's already asking for a rating here. You know, you're not getting 6 out of 10, dude, because you only posted 3 pics, and none of them are the rear of the car, and one of the headlights on and fog's on. But why? Black mirrors. Don't know why. Anyway, it's like an ST202 as far as I remember. They were super cheap. There's no price on here. I reckon this car would probably sell for like 35, 45 grand. It is legally registered in the country, so maybe it's a little bit more expensive. I highly doubt it though. I am going to give this, because there's not much info on the ad, there's not many photos from the rear, interior, engine bay, blah blah blah. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. Meh. The next car, the one on your screen, is something I would almost stab many people for. But that's illegal and not nice, so I would never do that. This, my friends, is a 2002 WRX STI Bug-Eye edition. Just a Bug-Eye model. Whatever. I had a 2002 WRX, but not an STI, that I did a whole bunch of shit to. And I always wanted this particular one. It is like 150,000 rand. It's not a lot of money for what it is. I mean, they are becoming rare, super rare. I never see them anymore. So this guy has, now I'm only left in this condition, blah blah blah. He's got tane layering springs, upgraded top mount intercooler. I didn't see that because there's no engine bay. Plug and play Link ECU. Link's very popular with these cars. I had a Link on my 199, 98. Anyway, non-negotiable. This is a giveaway price. Questionable. Okay, if I had 150k liquid and not invested into those shit boxes in my driveway, maybe I'd get this. I'm just kidding, shit boxes. I need to fix them all. Right, I'm gonna give this car an 8 out of 10. Mitsubishi GTO 3000. It's the non-turbo, it's left-hand drive, and it's SA registered, so it must have been brought in as a returning resident. I have a soft spot for these cars. Big sunroof or detachable roof. I love this car. There's not much information. I'm just going to dive right into it, and I'm going to give you a 6 out of 10. 5 out of 10. We don't have a 5 out of 10 because no engine bay pictures and you didn't put much in the description. But the price is good. You want to get yourself a Mitsubishi GTO, that's a good price, but it's left-hand drive. Lame. Nissan 300ZX twin turbo. This, my friends, is the real deal. The price is good. 165,000 rand, whatever in US dollars on your screen. 13,000 US dollars, I'm guessing. Johannesburg car. There's the GP, Gauteng province, and parked in a very nice garage, much better than my garage because he has tiles and proper paintwork. I really need to tile my garage and paint it. Not much to say about this. Got leather interior, electric seats, and 180 on the clock. Cool car, T-top. What does he have to say? Exterior color is pearl white with black leather, interior pristine, tinted windows, low suspension. Take note, there's a collectible, so no tire kickers. I will kick your tires, dude. But no, Jose, I think you're Portuguese. Hola. That's Spanish. I'm not talking Spanish, I'm Portuguese, and I can... Eu pode falar português, não sei que merda. I told you, I'm having a bad day. And no, I'm not drinking, I've been sober for 7 years. Last 3 cars, Toyota MR2 SW20. Ooh. Big asking price, 160,000 rand. It looks a shitload neater than mine, I'll give you that much. Cool garage, I don't know what that old thing is next to it, but I think it's an old Merc or something, I don't know. What is there to say about it? It's an SW20. I think it's a G Limited, just like mine. I do have this old school rear section. Mine's got the later 99 spec rear effort with different lights and all that shit. Kuki? Zenki? Correct me. I don't know. 3SGE, no information on here. I'm pretty sure it's a G Limited. Very original, perfect driving condition. Thanks very much, Manny. You didn't put any info. You're gonna get a 5 out of 10 because I'm jealous that your car looks a shitload better than mine. Moving on to a Mitsubishi EVO. 100,000 Rand for this car. This is not one of the 4 or 5 that were for sale the other day and they all disappeared. This has a fuel pressure regulator and a big pipe with a cone filter and a different battery. Don't know what else to tell you. Don't know much about EVOs. 4G63 engine. It's not registered in South Africa. AH, it's from another country. Lesotho? Limpopo? No, I don't know. Completely redone, new tires. He spent 45,000 Rand on an overhaul. And it comes with spare complete motor worth 15,000 Rand. For sale, blah 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 blah, stuffy. Okay, I don't know. I'll give it a 6 because it's an EVO. It's the only one here and I feel bad. I really want to show you guys the other ones. Moving on to the last vehicle, and this one I found now. While I was trying to add a little bit more meat to this video by finding additional cars, I found us a rather strange looking Toyota CELICA that had a price drop in the last day. I think I saw it yesterday briefly and I found it again now. Drop by 5,000 Rand. It's got a weird hood on it. I don't know why. Anyway, it's got a weird hood. Both that other red one and this one, they're both Cape Town cars. He's made some funny gauge thing here where the radio area is. There's what seems to be a boost controller. I think it's a gizmo boost controller. I haven't read the description yet. It is a GT4, 3S GTE. I think this is all-wheel drive, but it won't have all-wheel steering like the Carlos Sainz. A lot of shit's been done to this. There's no longer a top mount intercooler, water cooler on the Carlos Sainz. This was an air cooler as far as I remember. He's got some sort of an air separator tank here. Could be an oil catch can, but I think it's an air separator tank. Huge pipe coming off the turbo feeding that cone filter, or the cone filter is feeding air to the turbo. Front mount intercooler, it has to be. Stock radiator. I remember the stock radiator on mine, it also kind of looked like this, like somebody just hit it with a tin of Emerite and paint, brush, not paint. That looks cool. Krennic is from Mr. Turbo, all the Mr. Turbo parts. Nothing wrong with them, I use them on my RX-7. Anyway, I will give this car out of 10 because it is registered on his name and it's got a whole bunch of crap done to it. It's running 200 kilowatts. It's front wheel drive, it's not a wheel drive. I will give this car, because it's negotiable and it looks similar to my old one, I would give this a 7 out of 10. Right, that is it for the video. You guys let me know if you enjoy this type of video. I want to start doing more of these more frequently, at least once a month. I mean, there's not many JDM cars for sale in South Africa to do this on a weekly basis or twice a month or whatever you want to call it. I do want to do something similar format with Japanese car auctions. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about these videos, if you're enjoying them, if you're enjoying the shit talk and seeing my stupid face. Guys and girls, thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you all in the next one. Peace. Meh.